Yo, what's up, everybody? Good morning. Peace. The dealers, right? Welcome to the first stream in like, was it like 2 weeks, I think? We are in a Boeing 737 today. We're gonna be flying from Chicago Midway over to Tampa. I don't know if you guys can see, but maybe it's just my end. But it's a lot smoother for me. A lot smoother for me. And if you guys couldn't tell from the title, I got the 4060, finally. It's been a long time coming. Put the parking brakes just so we don't skedaddle out of anywhere. My cat's being a curious cat again. I cannot see because she's trying to go into my water bottle. I can't see. I can't switch tabs. Okay. Yeah, good morning, everybody. I think we should probably get our flight started. Our departure is strictly 8:30. We should start pull by that time. Let's go ahead, get this plane started. Battery. External power. Emergency lights. Get the IRS aligned. No. We don't do that, Keys. She's like putting her paw in my water bottle. Let's not do that. Now your paw's all wet. Great. Let's do the fire test. No. You said no. I'm not trying to be mean. You're just putting your paws in places you're not supposed to. I don't know if you guys can. She's like right here. Right here. Okay. Fire tests are all normal. There's no ATC in Midway, if I'm correct. Yeah, but there are a lot of arrivals about to come into O'Hare, mainly international, actually. So, we got the power running. Let's get the APU running as well, just so we don't have to be. Let's go left forward. Start the APU. We're gonna go ahead and. What? Nah, here. Use my knee to get off. Why you look so pretty, huh? Okay. So, I finally got space. Okay. Let's lock in. My microphone. All right. Let's start with setup. So, I seriously don't understand why you guys can't tell. I'm a lot smoother on my end. Oh no, cause I know why. Freaking scared me. It's a lot smoother on my end. Okay, next, what are we doing? So, we got IRSs are aligned. Window heat is coming on. Voice recorder on. Packs stay off for now. We'll turn on the APU bleed. Everything else stays off for now. Cabin utility and IFE pass are on. Nah, I'm all good with that. We're gonna go ahead and check out over here. Anything wrong here? We can start boarding. Let's do that. Let's start some boarding. And then the APU is running right now. Yes, it is. Let's put the APU bleeds to on. Give us some power. Isolation valve packs. Let's warm this plane up. It is very cold here. Let's go ahead, request. Put it in before. Here we go. Southwest 267 to Tampa. And actually, what I just realized I didn't do is file with vPilot. And I actually didn't even open vPilot. I completely forgot to do that. So let's go ahead. It's going to be fast. We got to go ahead and press VPDF. Then we got to pre-file on network. VATSIM. We are Southwest 267. We are type Boeing 737-800, and our cell cal is FJ. What's the last part? Down here. FJHR. Going to connect. We're going to go ahead and press pre-file. All done. There it is. No ATC, so we're gonna squawk 2272. 2272. We'll keep that like that for now. All right, let's start boarding. So, request refueling. I've had a lot of problems with refueling in the past, so I don't know if I should do it or not. So we'll give it a chance. I think the PMDG was fine with it. Yeah. Okay. It would just set it here. So we're gonna go ahead and please don't load. Okay. We're gonna go ahead, load this up right here, and start with the FMC programming. So we are at Midway, gate Bravo 17. That's not a B. Bravo 17. Good enough. Last position. We'll grab that. Place that in here. There we go. Midway. We are going. Perfect. We'll go over to Tampa. KTPA. Punch that in here. We are Southwest 267. Put that in here. Setting fuel. Perfect. Runway. We have 04 right for departure. So we'll set that. Beautiful. And along with that, we'll go over to departure. We'll figure this out. So the runway is at 4 right. Let me see what it gave us. So flight level 340. That's the first thing I see. 340 for the cruise. Oh, beautiful. I don't think we started boarding yet, did we? And by the way, it is raining in Chicago. I can't confirm that's accurate, which would give for a pretty interesting departure, actually. It's like sunny raining. This is like how it would be in like Mexico. Like it's raining. I don't know why it's getting black spikes. It did not do that. Trust me, guys. It's all fine. It's kind of like in Mexico where it would like rain, but then also like be completely sunny. So it's a thin layer of clouds. Okay. Ooh, Rex Atmos would go really well with this. Flight Director 1, Flight Director 2. We are on the captain's side. Go ahead, go back down here. Now here's my question though. Do I click the Cicero 2 or Midway departures? These are both SIDs. If we look at them, give me a second, guys. Glad I muted my mic for that. So the Cicero 3 is, what's the first waypoint? Our first waypoint is Kaminsky. Very Chicago-like. The Kaminsky we can do. Actually, can we? We can do that with runway 4 right, but I think it's an RNAV. So what if we do Midway 7? I think Midway 7, Midway 6 would be the best here. Because Midway, no, hold on, because we do Cicero. Yeah, it gives us a point right here that is not what we want. Although actually, maybe that is what we want. I don't know if this is a good idea or a bad idea. Or is terrain just not going to work? Okay, good. Fuel is loading. Okay, terrain's just not going to work down here. I should probably know that. 24,000. You know what? You know what? Yeah, we'll grab the Ciceros. We'll grab the Cicero too. 4 right. Route. Activate. There we go. Beautiful. For arrival, for now, we'll go ILS 19 right. And then for arrival, we have the Matty 4 via the Corey transition. Nice. Now, thankfully, there's no airways because that always screws me up. Oh no, actually, this is a Boeing, so it'll be fine. It always screws me up on Airbus because Airbus actually sees that I have, because the Phoenix actually sees that I have an outdated AIRAC data for Navigraph, so it kind of screws me over, and I have to like punch in every single waypoint myself because the Phoenix just doesn't update. This is the PMDG though, completely different. We should not have any problems. Same with fueling. Thankfully, it's doing what it's supposed to do. Why am I having lag spikes? Is it just because I'm running OBS in the background? That might be it. It works perfectly fine. If anything, it's better than the previous one either way. So we're gonna go over to routes. We got these already plugged in. So the Cicero 2, we might have to repunch those. So Cicero 2, it's direct to Kaminsky. Hold on. Routes. Yeah, you know what? We might have to delete this. The Kaminsky, that's spelled Charlie, Mike, Sierra, Kilo, Yankee. I'm gonna put that in here. That works. Alright. Direct to Kaminsky, direct to carrying. Make sure that it pops up on here. I think it should. Well, this is a vector, so from here we'll just go direct to Kaminsky, so I think we should be fine. Next waypoint after carrying is what? Carrying is Sybil. So, Charlie, Yankee, Bravo, India, Lima. And that is also a direct. From Sybil to PXV. I believe that's a VOR for an airport. I just can't remember which one. A PXV is what? What is it? Salem Lecter. No, hold on. We need to find airports. It's Porterville Municipal. Where is that? Nope, that is the wrong one. Okay. I looked it up. It says Porterville, California. There's just no way that's true. It's not taking us all the way to California. If we actually look on SimBrief, we can actually see. So it's Evansville. It's a VOR just outside of Evansville, Indiana. I think it's Indiana. Yeah, it's like the bottom left corner of Indiana. It's Evansville. That's what it is. Next is Hitman, and I think I've had a problem with this waypoint before. I know 100%. So PXV. We should probably start boarding. So we don't wait for a Hitman. No problems with that. All right, it's the Emerson does that. And then a Corey. We'll put that up here. And then via the Corey transition, it's a vector to Fady and then runway 19 right. Let's go ahead and run through here, make sure everything's right. You know what? Here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go back to routes. And we're just going to, well, actually, no, after departure, we're just gonna set this direct to Kaminsky. I guess we can't do that, but it's fine. We'll do it later. We wanted to go through the routes. Through the route, let's go ahead. Plan. We'll keep it at 40 for now. So departure, 2400. We'll immediately vector ourselves to Kaminsky, and then from there, it's just beautiful. Nice, and then that's the vector itself. We'll just intercept the localizer by that time. That works. All right. Flight plan already. I honestly love Midway, you guys. I haven't been to the actual airport in like a long time. But I do love, this is also an 800, but I do love the way that Dr. Drzewiecki designed this airport. I think that's how you pronounce your name. I've been pronouncing it like that my whole life, and I really hope I have not been getting it wrong. Passengers finally boarding. Oh, here's some FPS drop. Wonder why. Oh, it's because of the aircraft, that's why. Just one fuel pump active right now. We're gonna go ahead and turn the seatbelt since we are done. We're gonna turn this on because we don't want the passengers to be clogging up our frames. Let's go ahead, we can actually go ahead back down here. So we're done with the routes. Next thing would be the performance initiation. We need 0 fuel weights, which 136.1 is what the aircraft gives us, and what does it say should be? Okay, it's 136.1. We'll put that in here. Reserves, where fuel reserves is 5.3. Cost index just depends on how aggressively we climb. 43. Cruise, we said 340. And then 350 after PXV. What does it look like for? Oh, okay. No, we'll just do 350. If you fly westbound, your altitude has to be even. If you fly eastbound, it has to be odd number. 350. And that's final. Then cruise wind, average wind 256. This usually never changes. At 46, all good there. Nothing on the second page. Over to N1 limit. Now this is where we gotta go over to the calculator. That performance tool, takeoff. We're gonna go ahead, import from OFP. Wait, hold on. Oh. I'm gonna go here, import from SimBrief. These are ADDONS 2982 on the altimeter. 2982. Here we go. Performance. Now we can select the runway before, right? From aircraft, import weather. And that should be all good for now. Owls, yo, what's up, man? Thanks for joining up. Thanks for being here. That's 2 weeks in a row, 2 times in a row I'm streaming. Yeah, so 4060, brand new thing, got a 4060. I don't know why it's having stutters. Maybe it's just because of OBS, but it's worked amazing so far. The frame generation's amazing. I love DLSS 3. The previous video card I had was an RX570, like a 8-year-old AMD card. So this is definitely an improvement. No idea why it's lagging. I think it should be fine as we get off the ground. But very nice. I'm very happy with what I've got so far. Very nice. I don't think I've ever actually loaded into a busy airport. It's just been Punta Cana I've been loading into. That's not really a busy one. So, what else? Oh, okay. So, we go back down here. Oh, right. Okay. So, nothing on the slope. We can go ahead and actually calculate. Let's go ahead and do flaps. Actually, what does it tell us? What does it think we should do? Anti-ice, what's the temperature? 8. And there's... Go ahead. On engines. Take not allowed. Planned weight exceeds. There we go. No cell temperature. Interesting. Flaps 25. Jeez, what the frick? How much fuel did it give us? I've been amazing, Owls. How have you been? It's a flip, bro. 2,100 pounds. It's not even giving us a cell temperature. Oh, we're gonna go toga, aren't we? Or is it because of this rating? What if we do toga? What if we do takeoff? Dude, flaps 25 is actually insane. Okay, hold on. This is very interesting. I've never not gotten a cell temperature, and I've done full. Okay, hold on. Maybe wet. Maybe this will change. Bruh. Okay. Go ahead. Pop. Are you serious right now, bro? Okay, hold on. 1.5. Bruh. Okay. Passengers. Did it board the right amount of hold on. Fuel. Let me just make sure real quickly. Right amount of fuel, right? 21,025. It's way over, but it's fine. It's just thinking. It's just gonna tell us we're gonna burn a lot of it while sitting on the ground. Passengers. We had 179. Payload. 179. Now, yeah. What's wrong with that? Anything else? Dude, we can't really take off with all that weight. What optimal? What if we switch this to optimal? Still same thing. If we go back to dry, we're gonna lie to the aircraft. Believe me, we'll take off. So flaps 25. Well, I guess we'll just do that. Okay. Interesting. So no cell. Do I type him ATM? I think maybe. Not a rattle thing. Okay. NA? That doesn't work. Okay. I guess we're just not gonna type anything in. We're gonna pretty god with takeoff. I don't even know at this point. I don't even know if we're gonna take off. Okay, so flaps 25. Take off. I'm gonna select that. Well, that's the thing. I kind of need a cell temperature. What if we turn off AC? Still same thing. Okay, what if we try the SimBrief takeoff performance page? Wet surface, yep. Okay, so sim brief gives us flaps 15, bleeds on anti-ice to engines. V1 is one. Okay, hold on. Let's actually see what the plane gives us. So flaps 15. That's pretty high. 190. That's pretty good. So it's giving us 139, 140, 148. That's pretty much on the dot what this thing gives us. The only thing is this thing is using flaps 25. What if we use flaps 25 for real? Okay, that's a little more accurate. We'll just use this. I hope to God that this works. Because I don't even know anymore. We're doing Cicero 3 for, are we done boarding? Not yet, okay. Runway length is 6,400. It's fairly short, but we'll do it. It's doable. No cell temperature, so let's hope auto throttle works. Let's just hope. Actually, hold on. Did it give me a cell temperature, or did it not? It didn't give me anything. Okay, so none. So now I'm a little scared. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Can I just put in none? No. Okay, there's literally nothing I can do with this. All right, we'll keep it at this. I think that's it, right? After takeoff, yeah. Okay, that's pretty much it. We're gonna go ahead, turn on everything else, the rest of the fuel pumps, seat belts, electric pumps. And I think we're all ready for pushback. Okay. Trust the process. I think we should be good. We're gonna go up to 200. We're gonna climb to what's the top altitude for Cicero 3 departure. The top altitude is 3,000 feet. We'll climb higher if we need to. Runway heading 047. We'll set that on course. 047. That's way past. And 047 on this one as well. I think we should be all ready. Let's go ahead. Request pushback. Beacon on. Go ahead and prepare for pushback. Yes, release the ground power. We are on APU power, right? We're gonna face nose right. Any ATC in Chicago? No ATC whatsoever. Okay. Force toga, anti-ice off, flaps 15 or 25. So with force toga, the anti-ice off. Force toga. Well, first of all, do I keep APU on? And then also, I don't use auto throttle, right? Because I got the throttle mod that have static takeoff, and you should be fine. Okay, so no auto throttle up until I'm up in the air. Is that right? Because what I got a modded throttle for the Boeing thing here. If I could move this, I got the modded throttle from Sierra Delta 3D. Came in all the way from India, and they actually have like modeled. What I just pressed? I hope I didn't press it. They actually have like modeled reversers and the toga buttons, and also the disconnect. So I just don't have auto throttle on, just static takeoff. Yeah, with toga, of course. Is that it? Remove shocks. Let's check up here one last time, make sure we're all good. We'll set the landing altitude when we need to. All good here. Alright, let's go ahead and push back. We're going to turn on TCAS. Actually, it is on already. We are on mode, Charlie. Let's go ahead and release parking brakes. Alright, we're going to shut up for the startup. Calculate the takeoff, but select toga instead of optimum. Then recalculate. When you do that, you still hit toga, and it will run the engines to a toga config. Okay, so rating. Anti-ice off. For the rating, right, toga? Well, okay, so it did that. So Oh, okay, hold on. So what should I say for the cell? So cell temperature will stay empty, right? Oh, and also trim. We said trim was 4.97. Yep. Okay. So cell temperature stays. It is on Toga, and then 97.3, 97.3. So just leave it as it is right here. And then we said flaps. We're gonna do flaps 25 because it's a lower V1 speed. All right. Let's go ahead. Put the auto brake into RTO, and we can start the clock on this side. That's for push. About a minute late, but it's fine. We can go ahead and start engine 1. Packs off. Start engine 2. We're gonna shut up. Let's turn engine 2. We'll go ahead start engine 1. So there are no select temperature. You have no select temperature because you will be Toga. Therefore, leave the cell temperature blank and then correct OAT. So N1, we got 8 Celsius right here. So 8 and 8. That's right, right? We'll go ahead and introduce fuel to engine number 1. Yep. Okay. So two OAT temperatures are correct. They are below 10. So no anti-ice for the same reason because we're no anti-ice because it's Toga. I'm pretty sure we need pack should stay on, anti-ice off, and that's it, right? Middle fuel pumps. Forgot about those. I never use middle fuel pumps because I don't fly this far in the 7.3. We're gonna go ahead and turn the packs back on. Isolation valve. He said flaps 25, so oh jeez. Okay, we're gonna go here. Listen to the flaps. We're gonna use this thing right here. I have enough space to move it. Very nice movement. Very nice. Kind of a long flap extension. Yeah, I've never done Toga in this plane before. Pretty low flap. Make sure it is on 25 because I don't have little markers on my thing. It is 25. Okay, so it's right after the gate. So 15 is the gate. 25 is right after the flap gate. Okay. So auto throttle will be off. We're just gonna do manual takeoff. We're all good on that. So taxi to runway 4 right. That is the active runway right now. What just happened? My bad. There we go. Alright. Runway 4 right. Just up to Yankee. Straight ahead. Cross runway 3-1 center. Cross runway 3-1 left. All the way down to Yankee 1. That simple. No ATC here, so we should be on Unicom. I think we are, right? I'm not. Or should I go on CTAF? Midway Tower, 135.2. 135.2. I started scrolling the wrong way. 5.2. For Midway departure. What's Midway departure? Could be on the Cicero page. Departure 128.2. 28. That's the wrong one. 128.2. And then from there we'll go to Chicago Center, and that is 134.875. Okay. So, taxi lights should probably juice this up a little bit because it's a little dark. APU can come off. Oh shoot. Here we go. Engine power. Forgot about that. My bad. APU bleed comes off because we're not using anti-ice. Everything here stays normal, right? Alright, flight control test. See the systems page. What? Okay. I guess we're just doing this manually. Full right. Full left. Full down. Full up. Right rudder. Left rudder. All good. Okay. Flight control tests are all nice. Go ahead, lower the sim volume a little bit. Guys will remain off. Let's go ahead and get our taxi under. Sorry, let's go ahead and get taxiing because we've been sitting here quite a long time, burning quite a lot of fuel. Go ahead, shut up a little bit. All good. All right, juice it up a little bit, and we're gonna listen to that juicy sound. A little bit. I miss that sound so much. It's just straight ahead on Yankee. So as soon as we get out here, we'll accelerate a little more. We just needed something to get started. A little more for a push. Alright, this sound is just so good. I can't leave it. Yankees are straight away here. I think I thought 3-1 right is like close or something. Gotta see. Still nobody at Midway, so we're gonna go ahead and just taxi on our own. We should probably get some wipers on, because I have not actually used wipers in this aircraft. We're at 10 knots. That's like normal taxi speed here in Midway. Whoa. Once we cross, we'll give it a little more juice. Those are two trucks. What are they doing on the runway? You're not a plane. You're a car. Turn on TCAS since we're near the runways. Lights as well. Strobes. Contact tower. All good. This is tower, right? Okay, yeah, we are in tower frequency. Are we? Shoot, are we actually? Okay, because ground is 118.075. Alright, a little more juice. Come on. Pump it. This truck's not gonna move. Pressing left, runway left. Very nice sounds. Boris did an amazing job on these. Now, we're not going to do a rolling takeoff. I know that's customary for Southwest, but we're not going to do that because I'm just not going to make it. We're going to use too much thrust to accelerate here. So we're just going to go ahead and line ourselves up. Take as much time as we need to line ourselves up, and then just pogo all the way down. Obviously, stabilize at 40, then all the way down. And then auto throttle will come on later once we're in the air. LNAV, VNAV could come on. That's directed to this waypoint right here that the Cicero 3 gave us, and then from there we'll just go direct to Kaminsky. That's why we're going to be on dual FMC restored. Thank you. We'll just take Kaminsky and just move it all the way up once we take off. Let's not leave our camera. Don't want that to happen. People who have watched my streams before know exactly what I'm talking about, especially that one in time in Vegas. That was horrible. Vegas and Punta Cana as well. Completely ruined the stream. We were deplaning like normal, and then I just realized, it literally just switching to the drone cam. When you leave it out of the airport, will screw it up because it unloads the chunks in the terrain. We're gonna go ahead and line up with this runway. Lights are already on. Engine modes to continuous. DCAS is on. Yaw damper is not on. Turn that on. We'll go ahead and line ourselves up here. Maybe give it a little more juice as we line up. Maybe a little juice on the left engine. By the way, I'm planning on getting a Tobii eye tracker if I could get my hands on one. I don't know. I don't want to pay full price because I've already kind of splurged in purchases, especially with a $400 GPU. So if I could, I kind of want to trade my my VR for it because the VR for some reason still doesn't work. It's extremely laggy. So I'm probably just gonna trade the Quest 2 for a Tobii eye tracker. Here we go. Let's just line up here. Oh, it's beautiful. Braking brake, give it a second. We did amazing. That was amazing. Alright. Are we all ready? Everybody's ready? Laps 25. RTO. LNAV, VNAV. Lights. Everything up here is good. Normal. We said no anti-ice. Let's rip it. Rip it and grip it. No, grip it and rip it. Parking brake release. Hold the brakes, 40%. And toga. Doing manual toga. $80 knots. Doing good. Whoa.
V1.
Rotate.
Rotate.
Keep center line. Beautiful. Positive rate.
Positive rate.
Gears coming up. Autopilot. Lap 15. Oh, beautiful. What a beauty. Those frames. All those frames. Here we go. Flaps. Live. We're gonna direct to Kaminsky. Laps up. Cleared another altitude. VNAV. We're gonna go up to 10,000. Auto throttle. Oh, look at those. Look at that, guys. Look at these clouds. Oh, it's amazing. Auto throttle kicked in. Thank you so much, Owls. That was some very good teaching, man. Off to Tampa we go. I can finally do clouded ultra. Well, ultra, you know. Making sure I didn't leave my camera behind. Mouse froze for a second, that's fine. Go over here, just keep track of where we're going. 7,000, we're gonna go ahead and climb to 15 and then to 34. Alright, 15. You can go ahead and turn off the wiper. Once we reach 10,000, we'll clear ourselves up to 35,000, my bad. RTO can come off. We're gonna do auto brake off. Laps up clean. It's put in the DME for, I think that's the Midway ILS, interestingly enough. And 10,000 lights can come off. These lights come off. These can come off. I think we probably should have had the logo lights on as well, because it was pretty dark. Gear off. Is a native frame gen better than lossless scaling? Do extrapolate what is lossless scaling. Do you mean like raw performance? Because if I turn off frame gen, I'm getting probably around 40 FPS right now. Obviously, I'm using DLSS. I'm using DLSS 3, so it kind of turns down the graphics, but I'm running, I want to say, you know what, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and go to general and turn on developer mode real quick, just so we have access to it. Fine, save. Alright. Debug. Let's go ahead and see. So I'm running at 40 FPS right now, which without frame gen would look like 40 FPS. The only thing is frame gen is obviously doing something, so it's adding a few frames to it, so 30. So it's gonna look a lot, so it looks a lot better than it really does. I would say that I haven't actually tried lossless scaling, so I would say that native frame gen's a lot better. Like before I even used DLSS for anti-aliasing, I actually really like how frame gen was operating. I think it works like a charm. 12,000. We're gonna go ahead and get cleared up to 34,000. Yeah, I never actually used lossless. I didn't even know anything about anti-aliasing until I got an Nvidia GPU. I had an 8-year-old AMD card like all my life back from 2016. I've had that. It's an RX 570. Probably never heard of it before. But yeah, I've been running that my entire life. So I just got my hands on an Nvidia GPU, and I'm happy with what I have. Extremely happy with what I have. So very good. And I think DLSS kind of does this thing does a good job as well. Because again, with DLSS, you can kind of see like every single wireframe. Like you move like this, you're gonna see all of these scan lines like start jittering, and it does look like you have like better like sharpening or like better reflections and stuff. But it's not actually. I forgot. Lights stay on until no, that's wrong. But it does. I guess it has a strain on your eyes or something. So I would use the most minimum amount of DLSS for the same for the reason that it turns down your graphics quality like a lot. Like yes, it does good at anti-aliasing, but it also reduces your quality. Like if I zoom out here, you would have a very hard, like right here on the EFB, you would have a very hard time telling what's on the EFB because it's all blurry. Obviously that's DLSS doing its thing. And even here it's a little blurry. Without DLSS, it would look really sharp. even from like all the way out here, but you would see the scan lines everywhere. So it was a little annoying. It looks kind of cool, but after like 30 minutes, I just decided to turn it back on. I tried to find the best setting for it to not interfere on quality as much. Now it's a little different from the Phoenix A320 and the PMDG 747. For example, for the PMDG, I found that DLSS 3 and auto does the job pretty good, because quality, here we go. Let's 18,000. Go ahead, standard, because quality and balance and everything else from there turns off the graphics like really bad. Like you got to be like this close to actually see things properly. So the best spot I found was auto, and that's what I've kept it on since, just because I think it works the best. I haven't tried this out with the Phoenix. The reason I didn't use anti-aliasing is because when I initially tried DLSS out with the Phoenix 321, and no matter what setting I used, auto or quality or balance, it always turned down graphics like a lot, especially on the eCams and the PMD, the navigation display. It would turn it down significantly, and I just did not like it, so I just kept anti-aliasing off for the Phoenix. I might have to go back in there and check it out, because it might have changed a little bit. Maybe my mind kind of changed as well. So I need to go back in the Phoenix, play around with it. Again, with DLSS, you always have to play around with it. It's always gonna give you an issue that you don't expect. What I don't like about 2020, MSFS 2020, is that for settings, you gotta exit out and pause and go to settings. I think with 2024, it's a little tab like right here or something, I think. Don't remember exactly, but I think I saw V1 doing that, VATSIM doing that when 2024 first came out. I think everybody was doing that. And clouds look a lot better on 2024 as well, so I mean, Ultra clouds look pretty, actually this looks pretty nice. I would imagine it looks a little better on 2024 with Ultra. You should try lossless scaling. It doesn't make you lose quality and have blurriness, etc. Really? Does it do the same thing as regular DLSS would? What is it, $7 on Steam? Is it like a program that you run in the background? And also, how does it do on upscaling? So I have a 1080p monitor. I'm running this in 1080p. I think the stream should also be in 1080p. Does it upscale to 20? How good does it do when upscaling to like 1440p? No, how good does it do with running at 1440p and then downscaling back to 1080p? That's what DLSS does, right? Okay, so it upscales lower resolution images. Well, I know that I obviously wouldn't get something with DLSS if I didn't know what it was. Maybe I can see if I can fix this camera, this window view. Nah, I can't really do that. This one's fine. This one's a little in the window, but it should be fine. Yeah, my main question is just with lossless scaling. It's yes, it's really good with frame gen. I don't use it on upscaling, but I know a lot of people do. That's what I was saying. I didn't want to use DLSS with this. Frame gen, I think in general, on its own thing, is just amazing. And then for anti-aliasing, I just want to get rid of the scan lines. That's it. So maybe I should buy it. Check it out. I mean, I can always refund it. It's Steam. Huh? Someone's telling me to try lossless scaling. They're saying it's a little better than DLSS. It's the same thing that it's the same thing what DLSS does, but it was like before DLSS was a thing. $7 is the program that runs in the background or something. That's what I'm thinking, yeah, but I mean, it's worth a shot. I'm gonna have a month to return it anyways. Or no, as long as I don't use it for more than 2 hours. That's fine. I'll run it in like for an hour in Microsoft Flight Simulator, and I should have my decision by then. Why am I sitting in a cockpit? We gotta look at all these views, man. This is like the South Illinois, or is this Indiana? This is like the border of Illinois and Indiana. Indiana's are like right here that way, and this is all Illinois right here. Not really exciting, but it's the state I live in, so you guys are gonna have to look at it. Coming up on top of the center at about 8,000. A little bit. Get some music in here. I don't know why I haven't turned it on yet. Yeah, I gotta give it a try sometime. I have heard about it. I have heard about lossless scaling. I just needed to look it up, see what it was. So I'll do it sometime this week, and then I'll let you know next week. We're probably gonna go to the Airbus because I wanted to try frame gen with the Airbus as well, and also just play around with DLSS because that is also something I want to do. We actually don't really need anything on the bottom. Why not? Keep it on here. We don't need it, but you know, why not have it? Why not have it? Yeah, it'd be fun to play around with them. 14 minutes air time, 26 minutes. Dude, we spent 12 minutes on like ground in Midway. It's insane. Okay, I want to see. Hold on. So if I turn this on, low. Okay, we'll turn that off. Nope, never mind. Okay, so I'm sitting right here, 44, 45 frames. If I turn on the GSX passengers, oh, I saw that. We're down to 36, 35. I most definitely saw that drop. Good day to you guys. Good day to you. Good day to you. What's up, man? What you reading? Addicted, bro. So there's only 100, bless you, only 179 people. There's 5 empty seats somewhere in this aircraft. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. Must be a really big guy. Nope, that's 5. Or is the plane a little glitchy? That's 6. 7. Alright, so apparently GSX does not do a good job anymore. So yeah, so right here, 30 frames. 30 frames. If I turn them off, and obviously frame gen does its own thing. If I turn them off, when I go back here, I'm at an easy 40. Okay. Again, today's just gonna be a huge like graphics test. That's all we're doing today. Obviously we're flying because that's what we do every single Friday morning, but it is also a test for frames. So sitting 44, 45 right now. Top of climb and just a little bit. We actually turn on some rain if we can get some. Passing by Sybil. Tampa right now. Let's take a look. Tampa right now wins 180 at 7. Okay, very good. Scattered 5,500. Temperature 26. Wow. Very nice. 3010 on the altimeter. I was yawning there. 70, 80. Oh man, I want to go back to Florida. But I want to fly this time. I just came back from vacation from Florida for a week, and it was very nice and out there. I want to go back, but I want to fly this time because driving to Florida is, I don't know why anybody would want to ever do that. This is probably screaming at me. No? No fuel in there. That's fine. So we're going to be doing frame tests at random points. We could probably turn this off for now because it is a little interfering. I'm getting a little hungry, so I'll be right back. I'm going to go bring down some breakfast I brought back from work last night. What should we leave you guys with? Give you guys this right here. Hold on. We'll be right back. the entire trip was supposed to be just to bring down a pizza that I brought back from work yesterday. It turned into the cat getting on my back. She does this all the time. Like I like her doing that. She likes to sit on my back. It turns into her sitting on my back. We can actually turn the tables here. And it took me a long time for her. Oh, here she is. Keisha, how are you? Whoa, what? What are you doing? Walk around. My breakfast is a pizza. A little weird, but yeah. Probably should have brought down a napkin. And yes, I eat cold pizzas. Hear her meow. I don't know where she is. Oh no, that's mine. That's mine. Uh-oh. Nope. Nope. We're not doing that again. We're not doing that again. We're not doing that again. We are not going back. We're not going back. What did I just come in? There we go. There we go. She's gonna sleep now on my lap. Make sure to this thing. This with that. Huh. Everything is connected. Right, I touched one thing, the entire rig stops working. Can I even put this right here or something? Now everything for this is going to work. Okay. I'm pause the game.
It's not easy being the one everyone counts on to keep your operation running. That's why at Grainger, we're here for you with professional-grade industrial supplies and fast delivery. Call, clickgrainger.com, or just stop by.
No
Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
No, they don't. Alright, so it appears that my peripheral is going And what if I try this? It works anymore. Amazing. Hey, no. Mine. Stop. That's mine. You already had food. I gave you food upstairs. I gotta figure out why nothing worked. Which one again? There we go. Amazing. Okay, I just needed to unplug it. What are you getting like that for? Hungry, greedy cat. Hungry, greedy. Don't touch that wire, okay? Do not touch the wire. He doesn't know anything. He doesn't know anything at all. Hitman coming up soon. And Hitman, I believe, who said we are still in Illinois, so Illinois is a big state, though. What are you up to, huh? What are you up to? You're gonna break my peripherals? What's that now? Actually, no, you do that. What? Oh, record here. My bad. Ow, you're digging your nails into me. Stop it. That's it. Here we go. Cleveland Center is online. We are 6-7. So weird type. I like to put flight number on the left. Type 7. 3. 8. Nope. 8. Here. Atlanta approach is online. Cleveland Center's online, and this is Providence approach. Yeah, it is. Readjust. He's done. Yeah, readjust. Now you sleep. Now you sleep. Now you sleep. I said you sleep. Sleep. So we're just about to enter Kentucky. It's going to be to our right. Or to our left, my bad. Louisville should be to our left. Sorry, what did I say? Here's Evansville. Louisville. That's just how we do it now. Louisville. I think it's Louisville's like right there.
Okay. Hi. What? What do you think it's that for?
Yeah, so Louisville. That's this curve. Then there's that big curve. So Louisville's like right there. Pretty far away back. Left-hand turn. Seatbelts are off, right? There. Oh, they're on auto. You can turn these lights off. Don't need that anymore.
Ow. So they're gonna.
I need to like reach over with my other hand to use the mouse. This feels very weird because I have to like gotta be a left-handed person using the mouse.
So she's laying on my lap.
Just like using my chair as a scratch thing. Move the mouse back. Okay, here we go. Okay, so right here, perfect. So Hitman, we said it wasn't Nashville. Hitman is let me tell you guys. Hitman, actually no, hold on. Hitman. Oh wait a minute, Hitman literally is like directly over the National Airport. Then a quarry is like Florida, Georgia state line. Actually no, it's Alabama. That's south of Montgomery. Then Coblo, that's Tallahassee. And then you go over to the Gulf of America for a second, and then top of descent all the way down to Tampa. Okay, so not too long. We're about a third of the way there.
You're the lunatic here. You're the fuzzy thing that lives in our house, but I'm like, no. You're the fuzzy thing, the person of the house that we live in. You are my tenant. No. I am the three up. Go ahead. There we go. Hold on.
Okay, so yes, this is exactly what happens. This is what I say happens.
And now she's there.
She parked. All right. So now I'm stuck like this until she moves, and that can take a while, I will say. I don't think she knows she's falling off.
Do you know where you're going? Here. Get here. Get on here. There you can't go. No. If that was a small space and you like a small space, but you can't go there.
I'm virtually stuck like this. Yeah. Ow.
Okay, you just go. Wanna go inside? Okay. See, I wore a shirt that I didn't think it would be climbing on. The one day that I do wear it, she climbs on me. It's the Cubs jersey. Chris Bryant. Not Kyle, bro. Kyle Tucker's the guy right now. Nope. Is this like a state line or something? No, I'm kidding. Nashville. Where's Nashville? Yes, coming up. There's actually 2 planes flying into Nashville for breakfast. Nashville ground is online, so I will say that. That might make sense. Right. I don't know what she's doing. I'm just gonna leave it be. If something falls, then I'm gonna have to just get up and run. What? I think she's gonna just hit us on it. Niche on VR. Why only 1 viewer? I don't know, man. You tell me. She's just gonna sit in the sauna. Thanks for joining the stream, man. We're currently cruising somewhere over Nashville. Took off from Midway. Very nice toga takeoff first time. One other flight sim YouTuber, Owl's flight simulator, led us through that. We're a little under halfway to Tampa. Nashville will be the halfway point. I don't know. I don't know either, man. There was a point where I've had like 13 people in one stream. Weird. Where's the other guy going? Where's the other guy going? Hold on. Oh, DC, okay. Let's see. So there's 2 revivals coming into Nashville. There's a Delta at 14,000. I don't know what he's doing. Coming from Atlanta. It says 7.5. It is. Probably an X-plane. And then a 737-800 Southwest from Baltimore. He's at 23,000. No problem. Sing a song then. Let's hear it. I'm not much of a singer, but I can play a song. I'm doing that right now. Let's see. My cat's just sitting in the sauna. I call it marinating. She's marinating in there. It sounds a little different than usual. Interesting. Can you help me choose a gaming laptop then? Oh, I'd be down. What are you planning on playing? Actually, while we're waiting, go ahead, do the FPS test. 45 at cruise, not bad.
33. And then here we said was 45. If we turn on passengers, this would go down to 32. Okay, 33. And then over here is a 30. Okay, I'll keep them on. All right, let's take a look. So flight sim and Assetto Corsa. What the heck is Assetto Corsa? I cannot spell. Huh? Okay. Let's see. And flight sim. Specifically what flight sim? Like 2020, 2024, or like X-Plane or something? Oh yeah, what's your budget? Nate, we're helping out a viewer pick a laptop. No laptop unless you're always traveling. I think flight sims I think laptops are in general bad for flight sims. Racing sim? Alright, let me listen to the big man across the room. What are you playing right now? Yeah. Dude, I might actually install it today. The thing is, last time it took me 20 minutes to download it. Because it's 120 gigabytes. In India, it's like 1.4 lakhs. Yeah, that's expensive. Wait, what? 1.4 lakhs? 1680 USD? Oh. Hold on. Okay, I was using a different conversion rate. The actual laptop, Asus Strix G16. Asus ROG Strix G16 gaming laptop. Let's take a look. Alright, 240 hertz. Nathan. So 4070, okay? 16 gigabytes, right? Yes, 16 gigabytes DDR5, 1 terabyte SSD. It's so it's a 4070, okay? It's an i9 13980XH, the HX. What do you think? Hold on, let me... 1300. Hold on, Nate, come here. You might want to come here. Move right, you gotta fit it into a laptop. I don't know if you heard the man across the room. It's actually 240 hertz. It's actually pretty good. I mean, it's a laptop, of course. You can fit them. He's just marinating in the sauna. So any graphics card, how about the same thing with the CPU, Nate? It would also be like, okay. So with laptops, obviously, if you get these specs for like an actual PC, they're gonna perform a lot better than for this. She said in Indian currency, it's about $1,700. It's Intel good or Ryzen? So a lot of people, so especially with like actual desktop, what's your budget? He's asking. With PC, like actual like desktop computers, I think people are saying Ryzen and Ryzen CPUs. Better choice right now because they just have more compatibility, less compatibility issues. With Intel, they kind of have, it's kind of like a big. I know I need it for college as well as college. I mean, listen, man. If you need to go to college for whatever you're going to be doing in the future, go right ahead. I personally wouldn't. You know. Hold on, Nate. I'm not gonna yell at a man asking for a budget. Gaming as well as college. I mean, okay, so if you're gonna be doing college, like for studying, I would say Intel. Then. Let me actually see. Nate, I think the bottleneck calculator would be a bad idea if calculating the laptop specs, right? Yeah. Okay. I mean, it's a laptop, so I would imagine it'd be good. So obviously, the one thing that sticks out is price. It's a must in India. Obviously, the one thing that sticks out is price. I found it for 1,300 euro. I found it for $1,300. Nope. Nope. What did I press? I found it for again $1,300 in Walmart. And I would say it's a little pricey. He said he needed it for college too. No, Nathan, college. You're walking from class to class. Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Now you understand. Yeah. Would you say getting a PC for gaming and then a laptop for college, just like separate, would be cheaper then? Yeah. So for an actual PC for flight sim, obviously you need like a decent computer, you know, mainly like a good CPU and GPU combo. Obviously, so no, hold on, you kind of need everything. So RAM will give you the ability to run a lot of background things. If you're gonna be flying flight sim, that's not. But I don't think anyone's flying. You have a PC. I don't think anyone flies flight sim vanilla anymore. Everybody has some kind of mods. Either it's VATSIM or FSLTL or FSUIPC. It's a bunch of mods that run in the background. You need good RAM. I recently upgraded from a 2x8 configuration to a 4x8, so now I have 32 gigabytes. Then I got a new GPU. I'm at a 4060 right now, and the CPU is the only thing that's holding back, and it's an i5 12400F. And that's the only thing that's holding me back right now, and I'm looking to upgrade that as well. That's the scary part, because I do not like to replace CPUs. Those are, I can imagine that's pretty terrifying for a person. Well, Nathan, he can game on the laptop itself. It's just that you're overpaying for one device. You play Assetto Corsa? No, I actually never even heard of it until you brought it up. Are you gonna be playing with the keyboard and mouse controller or steering wheel? And also, do you have like peripherals for the flight sim? Because, oh, and also, yeah, what kind of flight sim is it? The different flight sims take up different requirements. Yeah, because it's Flight Simulator 2020. You see those shorts where people drive in streets like in highways? Yeah, the people that get arrested after being caught. Oh, you do have peripherals, right? I have X-Plane 11 and MSFS 2024. Oh, wow. Okay, so for Flight Simulator 2024, I would 100% recommend a PC, not a laptop. And if you actually if you build a PC,
you probably know Vistaprint for business
you build
cards,
an
but did you know
actual,
we
you already have a
you need to
computer, so you
brand
can,
your business?
so all you need to do is just upgrade your components to actually run the flight sim, and then you can just buy like a $300, $400 laptop for college.
Because if you need it,
I
we
think
print it at Vistaprint.com.
people who buy laptops for both gaming and business are extremely overpaid. Gaming laptops, like this is torture. This is such overpay. Like, this is so stupid. You can just upgrade your components for like 400. No, hold on. You wouldn't happen to know the specs of your current computer. Thrustmaster, hold it. Oh, bet. Okay, that's a good start. So, do you know your specs for your actual PC? Because I think you can upgrade your PC for a good $700, and then buy a laptop for $300. You could save $300 instead of buying a $1,300 laptop. You can only spend $1,000. You know what I mean? Like, I think gaming laptops in general are better. She's sleeping, Nathan. So yeah, just upgrade your actual computer and then just buy a little laptop for Nathan, how much did Papa buy his laptop for?
It works perfectly fine. You can go to like a I don't know what you said you were like in India, so shall I say my PC specs? Yes, you shall, so we can help you figure it out. My dad, I don't know if you have a Costco in India or something, probably not. But you can go online or something, buy a good laptop for $200, $300, easily eliminating, $300 at most, I would say. At very most. Very rare you'd spend $300 on a laptop, unless you really want something beefy, which I do not recommend. But then there's also the actual PC. The PC, you could get like a 4070 for $300. This is actually a scam. Don't get this. Like okay, $600. But this is like a good GPU though. If you're running 2024, you need good Wi-Fi. I will tell you that you need really good latency. So you could spend $600 on a GPU. Then, what do you think goes good with the 4070? Okay, so he has Ryzen 7 7800 X3D. Buddy, you are stacked. Hold on. Ryzen 7 7800 X3D with an RTX 5080. Yes. 32 gigabytes of RAM, 2 terabytes storage with 144. Dude, you don't even need a lot. Dude, your computer runs the sim fine. Just get like a $200 laptop to do college, like free. Yeah. Yeah, man. Your computer. Bibby, hey, how's it going, man? We were just chatting with another man, trying to get him, trying to convince him to not buy a $1,300 gaming laptop when he already has a stupid beefy GPU. You can just read it back. I need prodability. That's it. What a household. Well, I mean, how long are you going to be going? You could technically just take your entire PC with you. Like, you could just take it with you. I don't think, like, if you're going to go to college for, like, even a year, I don't think buying a $1,300 laptop is worth it. You could just take your PC with you. You can shift my PC, so I'm sure I understand. Already past Nashville. We are in Alabama, by the way, everybody. Welcome to Alabama. Nashville's actually passed it a while ago. Way back there. Wow. Well, this actually feels very nice. I don't know if you guys see that. That is very smooth in my end. Very nice. Five years after this, flying India. I mean, listen, man. I think you have a good. You think you have an amazing computer right now. You don't need a lap. You don't need a $1,300 gaming laptop. Just just take your PC with you. Like, it can't be that hard. You can buy like special inflatable like foam. You can put inside your PC so none of your components like crack or something while traveling. If you just want portability, I would say to buy a Mac. Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm not. I don't know anything with Apple. The only Apple thing I have with the phone. I don't know anything about Mac, so just listen to me, okay? Yeah, for college, I definitely say Mac. As a college student and also a gaming laptop user, the battery backup and the weight is I have an M3 iMac. I'm gonna just stay out of this because I have no idea, absolutely no idea how Macs work. I'm just gonna stay out of this until somebody points me out. I'm just gonna stay out of this for now. A little too loud. Let's go ahead and turn it down just a little bit. There we go. telling you guys, driving through these mountains when driving to Florida is so annoying. Like the ones right on the border of Tennessee and Georgia, like Chattanooga. Like Chattanooga's like right there. Driving through these mountains is horrible, honestly. How's your day going? Where are you from, by the way? Me? Day is obviously going amazing. I am from the United States. I will say that. Any further information will be distributed at my discretion only. Alright, you know what? I'm from Chicago. That's city in Illinois. Where we flew out of. Chicago, Midway, Chicago Air, my two local airports. I love those two places. I love going plane spotting there. We got 9 people in the stream there. That's amazing. 35,000. Next one is in time right now. Time right now is, where's the clock? Oh, here. About 20 minutes. The next waypoint. Evan Air, what's up, man? Thanks for joining up. Finally, it's been a long time. We just passed Nashville on our way down to. I don't know if you guys can get it. Nope, you can't. We just passed Nashville on our way down to Tampa. Come on, here we go. We had a great B-17 sticker off from 4 right. Owl's flight sim actually helped us take off. As for failures, no thank you, man. I do not fly with failures. Strictly professional. I did a cruise for the longest time. So it was like, we were like nearly overweight. So Owls told us we had to do it. No, hold on. So the plane wasn't giving me a cell temperature. I was not getting. Here, I was getting this. I was getting ATM NA for cell temperature, so I wasn't getting anything. He actually told me that this means. So first of all, we got flaps 25 on takeoff. This is insane. Are you using any mods to get FPS? So mods, every mod that I'm using, sceneries and airplanes for that day, is down in the description. The other thing is I got a 4070. Finally I got a 4070. So I'm using Frame Gen right now. That's what I'm using. Frame Generation. Because I have the same CPU and GPU, i5 12400F and 4060, right? I'm using Frame Gen and DLSS 3 on auto because that's what least affects the graphics, but also turns off anti-aliasing. This is just the AI frames that are doing that. So reset your GPU, Shibi, it will help. Yeah, so it's DLSS 3 on auto, and then Frame Gen is off. And Frame Gen is I was telling somebody this earlier. When I first got it, I didn't even use DLSS because it turned out I was testing it in the Phoenix initially. I got a 4070 instead of a 4060. Oh no, hold on. What did I say? No, I got a 4060. Did I say 4070? I'm sorry, that's my bad. No, 4060. 4060, 100%. Yeah. Yeah, it's a 4060. Hold on. Specs are down in the description. I think it should be updated, right? Yes. The actual name of the card is in the description. Yeah, so I didn't even use DLSS because I didn't like how it looked. I was testing this with the Phoenix when I first got it 2 Saturdays ago because I was out of town all week last week. So I was just playing around with DLSS, and on the Phoenix, it actually really destroyed the quality on everything. Like, really destroyed the quality. Like, all the eCams and the PFDs and navigation displays, they were all, like, screwed up. It was extremely low quality.
It was like, you see how blurry that is? I don't know if your screen's big enough. Yeah, it's pretty blurry. It was like that, but like even up close. So I tried turning it off. And I tried turning it off, and I just left with anti-aliasing. So I switched over to the PMDG Boeing, the 737, and just turned it on to auto, like the least amount. So now it's running absolutely fine. And with Frame Gen, I'm getting how much? Getting 45 FPS here. Apparently, turning on this menu boosts your FPS or something. I don't know. So 40 FPS in the air. 47 is pretty good. But it also depends on like what kind of aircraft obviously you're running. Is it on or not? Because remember, it takes up CPU data. Also, what airport you're running. Like I've been testing it in Punta Cana all this time, and I was getting like good 30, 40 on the ground. This time I was getting a 30, like low 30s, upper 20 on the ground. Mainly because it's Midway and just, Chicago's a really packed airspace. Just a lot of points to draw, I guess, because Midway is a pretty big airport. It's a pretty small airport, but a lot of different designs. And because I have a scenery for it, a payware scenery for that. So, a good 40 FPS. I also said I have Frame Gen on, DLSS 3 on auto, and obviously mods. The 737, I have a few sceneries loaded in, and FSUI PC, and that's it. Yes, resolution 19. Sorry, yeah, I'm at 1080p. Texture resolution medium. So what is anisotropic filtering? I never understood what it is. Shadow maps 2048. Ambient occlusion off. Anisotropic filtering. Let's look it up what that is. Graphics technique that improves the visual qualities of textures, especially when viewed at oblique angles or from distances. And shadow maps 24. Alright, let's try these out. We gotta be quick though. General, we're gonna graphics. So on auto on. These are settings here. This is all ultra. Probably turn trees down to high. Grass and bushes also to high. Terrain vector data, ultra. Buildings, ultra. So you said resolution 1080p, obviously. That's what I am running at right now. Texture resolution, where is it? Texture resolution is at high right now. I'm gonna keep this on high. Anisotropic filtering 60. Nvidia control panel set high. For what? Set all these settings on high in Nvidia. Anisotropic filtering at 1800. Shadow maps 2048. Bloom on. It is on. Ambient occlusion. Where's ambient occlusion? Ambient occlusion is off. I have it on low. Check this out. Well, I mean, it did virtually nothing. Pretty much nothing. Reflections medium. I'm gonna turn something on because I don't like how this looks anymore. this back down to 8 times lag. And then ambient occlusion is off. We're gonna turn this back down to low. I'd like down low. Objects between 90 and 120. Motion blur is. Do we have it on off? Have it on 120. Sharpening? Where's sharpening? No such thing as sharpening for me. We'll keep it at that because we're wasting a lot of time on the settings. We gotta get to Tampa. I'll do all these settings later once I'm done with the stream. I'll just look back to the okay, so a little better FPS here and there. Oh, AMD sharpening. Down to 100. If anything, that actually killed my frames a little bit. That did kill my frames. I'm gonna put it back to 200 because I was running at like 44 on average. Now I'm running 45 average. Thanks for the graphics hacks, man. Thanks for the settings. I'll check them out after the stream because I don't want to be pausing anymore in midair. If it be 2024, I think confirm this whether I'm right or wrong. But I know you can have like a little drop down on here that'll open the settings tab, right? Alright, we're midway through Alabama. Atlanta would be on our right hand side. Somewhere off over there. There's actually a plane flying towards us somewhere back there. Somewhere there in the distance, I don't know. These no things, just eat dust. Just eat dust right now? What? That looks pretty good. Dosa looks pretty good. It's kind of like maybe like a burrito, or no, hold on. Rice. Okay, so it's like a, what do we think? Kind of like a tamale almost. That actually looks pretty good. Indian dish. Yeah, I just looked it up. It represents more or less kind of like a tamale almost. No, I said almost. Almost. I've seen what it looks like. Don't worry. Can we even see the ocean from here? No, it's too far away still. Double descent coming up in quite a long time. Still. 1533. No, yeah, 1533. So in about 30 minutes. Double descent. Then from there, we're gonna really start descending really fast. Order masala. Masala dosa. Oh, that looks good. Where can I get it? Not really a lot of places around me. Plus, I'm not really that hungry. I already ate breakfast anyways. I'll definitely check it out at some point. That actually sounds really good.
are South Indian. Aha, got it. Let's go through, trying to see something. The previous stream that I did, like Fort Lauderdale to Chicago, was about 3.5 hours. This will probably be a little less. So I definitely gotta, definitely want to try this out. You know, the DLSS and Frame Gen with an Airbus sometime. That's gonna be a lot of fun. Spicy, I can imagine. I'd like spicy. Not too bad. Me and my mom can be quite resistant, actually. North Indian dish are less spicy than South Indian. I did not know that. Iddy, Dosa, Upma, Pangal. Dude, these names are insane. You guys just randomly be thinking of random names that I've literally never heard. Nobody's ever heard of before unless you're from India. Ocean coming up soon. Sorry, the Gulf of America. Proper name now. South Indians. These are tasty. A must try. I gotta find an Indian place somewhere next to me. Somewhere where I am. So I could actually try these out. Because these do actually sound amazing. Okay, slowly making our way through Alabama. This is the slowest state to get through. Second, guys, let me turn this off. Okay, listen to me and do your homework. That sounds fine, man. I always like to have something on in my other ear while doing something. Take your time, though. I usually don't talk a lot when people don't talk to me, so I'll just sit here quietly, let the plane. Actually, I need to turn the music back on. Sorry, I'm listening to something right now. Alright, my bad, sorry. Music back on. There we go. It's math? Oh, man. Math is a little bit of an interesting subject for me. So, I'm a junior, but I'm finishing... So, I'm homeschooled, first of all. That's the whole reason I could stream on Friday mornings. My mom goes to work every Friday, so we don't even have school on Fridays. I'm a junior, but I'm doing the last math book that's in my curriculum, so I just tell everybody I'm a senior. So after this year, after about a month right from now, I'd be done with math. Everything else is just, I guess I go one more year. Does the Tampa scenery have bumpy taxiways in some areas? I guess we're about to find out, Evan. We're about to find out. In about, how long have we been up in the air for? An hour 20? I guess we're gonna find out in about an hour maybe? Hour 20? My age? Teenager, I'll say that. I'm not gonna give out my real age, because that's, I prefer not to. I'm good with math in 10th, and I got the highest in my state. Oh, wow. I mean, for me, it's not even like math is hard. No, it's actually pretty easy, just repeating concept. It's just that it takes so long, and that's what drags on the longest. Like, that's the reason I don't like it. I'm just, you know, no, I don't like it. I don't love it. I don't hate it. I'm just happy to be finally, you know, 1 month away from finishing it for the rest of my life. That's what I'm happy with. Happy that it would be all gone in a month. That's what I'm happy with. You're a teenager too, Nishan? That's amazing. Wait, for college, you said you don't need a laptop for college, though. Are you in 10th, or are you a senior this year? Or are grades different in India than the US? Because that might be different. Oh, you're 12? Okay. No, that makes sense. Oh, you're done with 12. Okay, so you would be going to college next year, right? What was done with your high school? Evan, are you a senior or are you a junior? Because I don't think I've ever actually asked that before. I got IIT, which is very difficult to actually... Let me look it up. Indian Institute of Technology. Ooh, that sounds fun. What are you going to be majoring in? Like computer science or something else, or like computer programming, because that's like actually a pretty big field everybody goes into right now. Evan, oh, you're a senior. All right, I always thought you were a junior, man. Yeah, Evan, we really need to get you some peripherals, because you're like sitting here watching me buy up everything from like Amazon stuff. We really need to get you something, man. Like, okay, at least like I know people that have like Boeing and Airbus aircraft, and they use a side stick. Like, at least something, you know, at least something so you don't have to use a controller. Let me see. Here you go, man. Look at this. This is literally all you need. $170. It's actually a lot cheaper than I thought it would be. You could get this. Then what I also have the add-ons that go to the side. These, so you can buy them together. Actually, I just realized you can get like an entire. Well, no, you already had rudder pedals, right? You can get like an entire pack with the add-on and stuff for like $400. But you could get this, just these two. Then the add-ons themselves would be how much? Yeah, I might get a side stick. Honestly, man, I know people who have just a side stick and the throttle thing, and they fly both Airbus and Boeing. Oh, hi, kitty. How have you been? You been sleeping well? Yeah, gonna be sleeping on me. All right. Here. This is officially from Thrustmaster. What does it mean, configure? Okay, so just this. Aha. Okay. You can add that. And that. So look, $300, and you can get all this. So the quadrants. I don't have rudder pedals. Let's see. Oh, okay, hold on. But the stick twists, so you can use that as rudder pedals. So yeah, all and again, these are just add-ons. Like these, that's just for flaps, parking brake, and speed brake. Like, oh, and also the gear lever. I do actually use it myself. It is much more comfortable. But yeah, you could literally just get. What? What's up? Hold on, let me look it up. So you could get like this standalone. This comes with this thing and this thing to turn, and then obviously this thing twists on the axis. So that's already the rudder. You don't need those. What do you mean? What do you mean by that, Nishan? And then add-on. And then you could buy like these from Amazon. Frequently returned. Don't worry about it. Maybe whatever seller this is. So this would be what? $280. And you're getting pretty much everything you need. And again, these are not even necessary. These are just for fun add-ons. Thrustmaster Hodis Warthog. I have pretty good. Okay, my keyboard's into work. I cannot spell. Man, that's expensive. It's $500. That's them. Jacksonville Center advises props Maddie add-on maintain 11,000. Go ahead and put that in here. Yeah, you just need. Yeah, but you just really need to get just one thing really. Maddie 11,000. All right, that should be good. And then we'll send it to 3009. Pretty worth it. Yeah, but it is $500 where you could be spending $260 there. We're gonna go to landing dispatch. We're gonna be using runway 19 right if nothing changed. Flaps full. Okay, and then landing en route. Do a butter? Man, I'll try. It's a lot easier for me to do it with the Boeing aircraft. Top of descent's coming up in along like 20 minutes. We should be down on the ground within 40 minutes easily. But once we start descent, it's gonna go by a lot faster. Sleepy kitty, sleepy kitty. We do it. We usually do auto brake 2. But this weight will go down. Yeah, it just went down by 3 pounds. So, we'll recalculate this the closer we get. And I think, what's our VREF? Let's go ahead and take a look. I'm just using one hand right now because I have to reach over everything, so I'm not going to be doing that. 143, this is 147, we're going to only add 1. Go, calculate. There we go. Already shorter. should be over the ocean somewhere, or at some point. I don't know. Oh no, here it is. Okay, there's the coast. Call me out when you're 10 nautical miles away from the runway. All right, you just better stay in the stream, man, so you can hear me. And I think you should. And I think you should be able to. You should be able to hear me talk, anyways, as we approach. No ATCs so far. Got them in the lap. I've never actually flown with this livery before. I've done the Lone Star one because I thought it was the same thing back when I only had a 700. But I actually like this one a lot. A lot. So airtime was supposed to be 2 hours 18. We got 45 minutes to get down to the ground, and then 2:46 gate to gate. We got about an hour to get down into our gate. Let's go ahead and choose that now, so we don't have to do that later. We need late radar 24, unless it lags, which it probably will. It already is. It already is lagging. Come on, zoom in. Tampa's actually pretty stacked right now. Jeez. There's two Southwest parked at the gates. One to Pittsburgh, one to San Antonio. We gotta decide which one we're doing. So, first of all, the terminal itself looks actually pretty cool. Do we want to be like right out in here, or should we park in this little pocket here? Because I think this would look pretty cool. By the way, I don't know if you guys do this, but they're actually building already construction here. They're actually building a sixth terminal right here. Actually, this technically really isn't the terminal, like it's a ramp. I don't know. I've never gone there. I only fly. You take another flight after this? Oh no. This is like a 2.5 hour flight. I'm done after this. I only do short. I only do multiple flights, so they're short. Like I did Fort Lauderdale to Tampa, and then Tampa to Fort Lauderdale. Evan, if you're still in here, I don't remember last time I flew to Tampa. I don't have any bumps. Maybe you just have outdated scenery or something. No, yeah, this will be my last flight of the day because it is fairly long. But yeah, they're actually building another. They're building Concourse Delta right here. I think they only finished the security checkpoints and that's it. They're gonna start the actual construction here later. It's Concourse D Delta, and they're gonna actually have Delta fly out of there. So good play on words there. Right now, Delta flies out of here along with Frontier, and I think a few other. Yeah, these are all supposed to be Frontier right now. Can you take it in 1 hour and 45 minute flight, please? I don't know if I'll have enough time. That's the whole reason I only stream one long flight. VOBL to VOMM. I don't really fly anywhere inside the US, so I'm gonna have to exit out to get some like deliveries or something. So we actually take a look where that is. Kempegowda. I don't know. I'm trying to pronounce that. I'm gonna get it wrong again. VOMM. Yeah, jumper. What is VOMM? Oh, Chennai. Okay. Where is this?
So it doesn't look far, but it really is. Just 45 minutes. It's at Bangalore Airport. Honestly, man, I'm already getting pretty tired, and I only usually do one flight. If I do end up doing, if I do ever do 2 flights, it's they're usually connecting. Like I would fly into Tampa, and then without loading out, I would just load up an extra flight plan, stay to like Fort Lauderdale or something. That's what I would usually do. So not today, unfortunately, but maybe some other time. Maybe some other time. Oh, that's what we were doing. Okay. Picking gates. I really like some of these gates because you can like park with this view right here. Like these ones are okay, but you kind of have planes taxiing here and there. So we're probably gonna park one of these here. 43, 44, 45. 45 is too far. I want to have a view of the glass. So I think 42 is the one I always park at. So we'll do like, let's do 43. Either 43 or 42. It's okay, I understand. Yeah, it's all good. Alright, thanks, man. Thanks for understanding. It did seem fairly short, though. This is the terminal I always fly at. Like, I've never... Well, the only time I've ever flown to Tampa was Spirit. That's it. That's another Spirit. I thought it was like an Allegiant or something. Yeah, I only ever flew Spirit out of Tampa. But Tampa's a very nice airport. I actually do enjoy it a lot. This is actually a hotel. I don't know if you knew this or not. So yeah, somewhere along the side here. I mean, I guess we'll just pull up to a gate and see what happens. I will probably do like, yeah, either 43 or 42. One of those. 45 is good, I guess. 45, like right up against the corner. Huh. Alright, we'll do 45. The chat has spoken. Let me take a look. 45 is which one? Okay, that's the very, very corner one. Alright, 45 it is. Right next to the road. 45 it is. Gulf of America coming up. Thanks. Yeah, of course, man. 8:45. We'll get that in as soon as we land. Calamwood Gate to use. And I want to actually see something. Okay, yeah, so officially on Google Maps it is called Gulf of America now. It doesn't have the little brackets that still say Gulf of Mexico. No, it's Gulf of America now. Gulf of America. There. That is. About 10 minutes to descend. Actually less now. It's gonna be like, no, yeah, like 10 minutes. 10 minutes to descend. We're gonna go ahead, take a look over here. I have to move this because I cannot see anything. So, for landing, what's the first altitude we're going down to? We're gonna go down to 11,000 immediately. We're gonna set this. We can actually set it over here. Will be faster. Also, Nishan, what planes do you fly in the sim? Like, do you have any like monoplanes, like the fly-by-wire 320, Phoenix 320, PMDG 737, or do you just fly default aircraft? If we recalculate this, weight should be different now. So we use about this much. We gotta look at it. Okay, so charts. Look it up with charts. About time we crack those open. KTPA. Tampa charts. All right. So ground charts, we have the Matty 5 RNAV, and we're gonna choose either 19 right or left. I think we're probably gonna stick with right, but just in case, we can still look. No, yeah, we're gonna stick with 19 right. Fly-by-wire A380 PDG. Oh, PM. Okay. PG. Okay, just tracked. Okay. It's the Builds A350. That's the one. You should get the fly-by-wire 320 as well. That one's pretty fun as well. It's a small aircraft. It's pretty easy to fly, and it sounds amazing too. PMDG 350, 777, Concorde. Okay. Don't you mean Builds 350? PMDG 777. Oh, you're like all like on the big aircraft. Okay. Makes a lot of sense. What else did I say? Oh, right, arrivals. Okay, so let's start looking at them charts. Arrival briefing. So, 95. Coming in from a quarry, we're gonna reconnect with everyone at Throttle. That's the next waypoint. Actually, we just passed Throttle. Next waypoint is Heaven in 37 miles, and coming up fast actually. Legged, Good Joe, Ahoy, and Maddie below 11,000, above 8,000. Then from that we'll go over to here, and this is the chart that will help us align with the ILS for the runway. So from Maddie down to Rooker, and then we're gonna take from Maddie to Goofs to Rooker. Goofs is at 11,000, okay? And then slight on Keegan Toga. Good day, man. How you doing, man? Thanks for joining the stream. From Goofs, it's down from 11,000 to Schloop. I don't even know why it has above 8,000 if we're just gonna be 11,000 all day here. Schloop at 5,000, 230 knots, coming in pretty hot. And then we will use Beatty, the Beatty transition for runway 19 right. In Tampa, the ILS. Let's go ahead and set up the ILS so we don't have to do it later. 221, the altimeter, the minimums. The runway altitude for 19 right is 71. We'll go ahead and set 100 up here. Set 100 up here. What else? Descent coming up soon? Yeah, it is. We said 221 on the Barrow. Not bad, second work. How's the flight going? Pretty good so far. We're just about to start the descent into Tampa. We've flown all the way from Chicago Midway, one of my favorite airports to fly on, and then Tampa, actually another fun airport to fly into. I've only ever been there on here in real life, but we're doing Southwest. We are doing the looking nice for the Gulf of America. Over the Gulf of America now. PMDG 737-800, Boris Audio Works. We also got the RTX4060, finally flying with it for the first time, using Frame Generation, DLSS 3 with auto, and I have a modded 737 Boeing throttle. Not good. So we're doing everything today. Everything. Putting it all, the thumbnail is always, I always suck at flight plan. Can you just brief how it's done? Do you do like professional flights on VATSIM, or do you use like the flight simulator flight planning? Because there's a few different ways to do it. Like if I do professional flights, pretty much everybody does it with SimBrief. Ah, beauty. Yes, it is. Sure is. So like everybody usually uses SimBrief, and that's a program by Navigraph.
though, if you haven't signed, Frame Gen is a game changer. I know, man, so well. Flight Sim Flight Plan. All right, so okay, so I'm running at with Frame Gen 47. Well, this is obviously with the 4060 installed and a few settings bumped up, but I have the Frame Gen running, and I'm running easy 50. Oh, because we're over the Gulf. Okay, easy 50 though, and even so, it looks amazing. I really love Frame Gen. I've had an AMD CPU all my life, so this is so much better. Huh? What? With Flight Sim Flight Planning, I haven't done that since like the first month that I got the simulator. I've always been using SimBrief. You could look up tutorials on YouTube on how to set up a SimBrief account and how to. So with flight planning, I think it's still okay. With flight planning, once you get SimBrief underway, it's gonna look a lot like this, and you could like fill in airline, flight number, departure, arrival. I have a bunch of aircraft presets, so you can always like choose your aircraft registration, fin, then passengers. I recommend the Lido layout for the OFP. Passengers, altitude, this will give it to you automatically. Runways, it'll give it to you automatically what it thinks, and then the best routes over here. And it would, after generated, it would look a lot like this. You'd have your route right here, your flight plan here, and then if my flight always goes to wrong destination, make sure you always type, so whenever you're in here, you can also go like into aircraft settings somewhere. I forgot where it is. Okay, like right here. There's always like a place. You could type in your SimBrief alias, and you could like and you could always like request SimBrief data from your thing, and it's kind of like a data link. Oh, X-Plane 11 especially. Oh man, I don't know anything about X-Plane 11. I've never flown X-Plane. I would imagine it's a different. I would imagine it's the same thing, but it just works a little differently. You would just file your flight plan with SimBrief, and I'm sure there's a way to integrate it into a plane. You could look at tutorials. There's hundreds of tutorials on YouTube. I am 100% not the person to ask this. What do you want? She wants to sleep. So yeah, there's hundreds of different ways of doing it. Just look up tutorials on YouTube. That's, I would say, the best thing to do, because again, there's no way I'm qualified to explain this. Top of descent, here we go. Seatbelts. Dragon Flight Simulator 2020. If you already have 2024, then stick with that. The graphics and everything in general looks so much better there.
Why? Why you look so tiny and small?
Why? You tell me why. I have 24, but still, no. I think if you have, I don't think you should have both. It would make sense if it initially went from 2020 to 2024, but if you're going from 2024 to 2020, the only reason I would imagine you would have to is if your Wi-Fi is like really dying because of 2024. The next point, I definitely use SimBrief. You can, I didn't know you could actually use that. Even have a duck called Fluffy. That's so cute. I have a little, she's sleepy, but I have a little kitty named Kitty. We just never gave her a name, so we just called her Kitty. Definitely use SimBrief. You can load a lot of company route by downloading a file from SimBrief. However, X-Plane doesn't have the import feature. Really? You don't want to. I feel like you're hurting yourself. You stretch out here. I don't want you to be hurt. If you don't want to do that, you can always. I always type in. I file my route with FlightSim because I use VATSIM, so I always integrate my flights there.
Liquid. You are little liquid. You know that?
No, it's a lot easier for me to integrate it to VATSIM. What are you doing? But with the aircraft, I actually don't request flight plan. I always put everything in manually. Sometimes if I'm like in a rush, I would import like the flight plan and then just put in the stars and sits. But every other time, I would actually just put it in manually because I just think it's a lot easier and it gives me something to do while the passengers are boarding with GSX. So, always good to have something going. Just make sure it didn't like. I had it stop working like halfway through. What is Pilot Kitty doing?
She is sleeping on the job and squirming around in my lap, and she's kicking the steering wheel, the yoke. Put your leg down. You can sleep like a dead man, but please don't touch the peripheral, and don't bite any cords too. She's just
Sleeping. That's it. That's all she does. It's almost like she works a 9 to 5 every single day, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, 365. It's like she goes to work every single day. She just slides down and sleeps like she's never slept before. I mean, what else is she supposed to do either way?
and you're just 8 months old.
No. May. We think she was born. We picked her. Say Pilot Kitty. The plane is hijacked. My dog. I don't think she cares. She heard me say that, and she doesn't. She doesn't. We got her in October when she was about 2 months old. So we think she was born around mid-August. So she's about 9 months. She's almost 9 months old. Nathan. If Issa was, we would think be born in last month. Okay, so she would be 9 months old, right? Almost 9. Because July, June, May, middle of May, we're about, and that's a bit of halfway. You guys pay for your pets? No, my dad does construction or like remodeling with houses, and obviously places where you live, they just walk around in the street. But one of the houses that my dad was working at, they had the mom that lived there found a bunch of kittens on the road or somewhere outside, so she brought them in. They're all orange, so we just took them. Obviously, we paid for like the food and stuff, but the cat was free. The cat was free.
You are free. You didn't cost us anything
Except maybe a few vases and stuff like that. A few vases and a few countertop. That's all that she did. That's all that she cost. And a bunch of water. No, I paid $100. Oh, where my dad is from in Europe, there's always like animals that roam around the streets. They're all feral and they're all like stray outdoors, so they don't really like live in the animals don't even live in the house where my dad was. So where my dad grew up. So they would always just like they would always be outside. Mine is Sheikh Absal. What the frick is that? Sheikh Absal. Oh, very nice. It looks like a bearded dragon. Designer breed, a mix of Shih Tzu and Lhasa Apso. Very interesting. Is it a rare breed? I wish I continued to stay in America. I mean, obviously you moved for a reason. Parents think it was better to move. I don't want to move to Florida, but I think that might just be the case. Doesn't mean I'm gonna stop streaming. I just like it in Chicago, and I'd rather stay here. But no, I'm going to Florida.
You're coming with us. You're coming with us against the will, Keisha. You're coming with us.
In like a year and a half or two, because I need to get braces and aligners because my teeth are all out of whack. So once that process is done in about 2 years, we'll probably move to that. What are you up to? We just came back from vacation, picked her up from like a week of her spending time at my cousin's house. They also have a cat, so we just drop her off there. I don't know if she's like stressed out whenever she's there, because she's been like all loving for the past 3 days. And it's not like she's not always loving. She's always like sometimes she's loving, sometimes she's cute and sleepy, but sometimes she really hates the plans. I don't know. No, I didn't move. I am Indian. I came for studies. Oh, okay. Don't bother me when I land, okay? Don't be crawling around me. Take a look where we are. 20,000 we could go.
I studied in UCLA. Oh, bet. That's nice. Alright, this can come off. Because we are just about passing 18,000 feet. Go ahead and move on. Okay. So, we were doing minimums 221 for thing. Then we had the ILS frequency. 108.5. The course is 187. Is that correct? Course 187. That is way too much scrolling. 187. Course 187. LA, yeah, I know where UCLA is. My friend was just visiting campus there a few times ago. A few weeks ago. We're getting really close to Tampa. All right, so 18,000 standard 3009. We can go ahead and check this out one last time. And for the weather, okay, about 3/4. We can actually, should we actually take this down a little bit, because we would use quite a bit of runway. We could actually do auto brake 3. Use only about a half. Or should we just switch to 19 left? You know what? Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna switch to runway 19 left. We're gonna switch to runway 19 left. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. 84. ILS 19 left. 8 quarry. We're gonna be flying direct to Maddie. Direct to Maddie. Here we go. Alright, we switched to runway 19 left. Minimums for that runway are what? It's just gonna be a lot easier for us to taxi to the gate. 226. So, nope. Nothing. 226. Runway altitude is about the same, right? We look back over. Yeah, 76. Okay, it's only like 5 feet higher. It's fine. Turn this down. We're gonna go down to 5,000. We're doing auto brake 3. When you have an MCDU, WingWing is actually good. I do not have a WingWing MCDU, but I really do want to. And I do know that it is good. So yeah, if I could afford one, and if I had all the money in the world, I would definitely buy one. But my setup is small right now, so for now, I'm not touching anything. Hi. You chose to be here, so now I'm gonna touch you, Lisa. Alright. You know what I mean? I'm gonna pet you. I'm gonna pet you and hug your cute little face. Alright. Let's focus a little bit, because we kind of do need to focus. So, once we get off the... So, we're using how much? 19 left, right? Okay, we're gonna use about... Not much. We're just gonna taxi Charlie all the way up to Gulf, Gulf 6 Gulf, and then to the Ram. And Nisha is sus. Nisha, and you voted for runway 40. Sorry, for gate 45. So that's exactly what we're gonna be doing. So it's just gonna be. Hold on. So once we get. Once we land, it's just gonna be exiting either one of these Charlie, all the way up to Gulf 6 Gulf around to here. Hi. You like that? Don't wrap your arm around the yoke. You're gonna disengage the autopilot, Isha. Stop it. Yeah. You want more of that, huh? You want more?
Alright, that's enough for now, Keys. Alright, so here we go. 118. We're going down to 5,000. And then Bucks is 3,000 from there. Yeah. So all good on this? 100% confirmed. Jeez. Okay, so what we need to set up real quickly. We set a drag required. A little bit. I think if you use the Logitech Stream Cam, you won't get the border of your cam in the stream. What's up? What happened? No, the border, that's the window EXE, that's just a custom border cam that I have. That I downloaded off of Google. "10,000 feet, lights can come on. Engine modes to continuous. Thought it's a watermark. No, man. That's a custom thing that I have. I believe Wilbur Suit was using something similar. I don't know if you guys know who that is. He's a Minecraft YouTuber, I think. I don't even know what he does now. Strobe lights, they're automatically on with the position lights. Oh, big stretch, geese. Big stretch, huh? Alright, chill. Don't be biting people. I like her chicken legs. Chicken leg, he said. Alright, 9,000 feet. There's gonna be a turn direct to strobe right now. Hi. Hi. What are you doing? You're getting all bitey? Here's a turn. Hope Captain Kitty lands us safely, unlike Ryanair or Spirit. Spirit does fine landings. I don't know why everybody hates on Spirit. They're completely fine. You guys little sissies just don't know how to fly them. My family flies only on backpacks. No check bags. We literally just do one backpack for everybody. Everybody packs their own things. And believe me, if you get a big enough backpack, you can stuff all your clothes and all your chargers and devices in there. Believe me, it works. We go to Mexico for a week like that. We go to Florida for weeks like that. Believe me, you guys are just a bunch of sissies. Just fly with backpacks. There's Tampa right there. What is this? St. Petersburg. Old Tampa Bay. Their Wi-Fi is damn fast but paid. Well, that's what you get for flying a budget airline. They're gonna have paid Wi-Fi. I've actually never tried their Wi-Fi before. I don't want to spend $15 or $7 for like 3 hours. I don't even fly anywhere far in Spirit. The farthest I've flown was Fort Lauderdale, for 3 hours. You know, okay, 1 hour 15 for airtime. We're making good time right now. We got about 15 minutes to get down on the ground, and then for the gate time we have about 30 minutes. Oh, we'll be on time. We'll be dang well on time. Kitty, you can hash cheeseburger. Here we go. Oh, she flipped around. She be flipping all over the place. Just don't interfere with the landing, okay, Keys? Interesting. No, Southwest is where it's at. What do you mean by where it's at? Was where it was at. Yes, before they got rid of their seating thing. I actually really liked their random seating thing. I don't know why people hated it. I loved it. The 2 times I flew, honestly, I've not flown Southwest a lot. Once when I was a little kid to Punta Cana, and then once recently to Mexico a few years ago. Make Kitty dance, she's sleeping, so I'm not gonna bother her. And then once, like 3 years ago or something, to Mexico, I got row 3 there and back. Row 3 on the facing forward left side, so I got I got this seat on the flight to Mexico, and then on the way back, I got this seat. You could check the videos out. I have a whole playlist of all my flights on my channel. You could go check them out. And the landing back in Chicago, -1 feet per minute. It was amazing. Best landing ever. Okay, hold on. We're gonna go direct to Bucks. But intercept course is 187. Down to 3,000. There we go. And then 187 on here. All right. I have no idea how far away we are from anything. There's the airport. We got quite a bit of time. Absolutely hated it. Same with their boarding thing. However, 2 free check bags were... So, the Southwest thing was the first time we ever took... We never actually got to take advantage because the first time we flew Southwest was the time when we started flying with backpacks. I don't... What was the whole problem with people... With you guys not liking the boarding system? I loved it. You just had to, you know, check in as soon as 24 hours open, or if you remember, you know, 36 hours. Like, is it just like the mess that it creates? Like, everybody wants a window seat and stuff like that? That kind of stuff? Is that what pissed you guys off so much? I personally enjoyed it a lot. Maybe because you know what? Maybe it's because I haven't flown... Maybe it's because I've only flown Southwest like 2 times ever, and I just haven't had the chance to like, experience it. The thing is, everybody's hating on Southwest now for switching over. And everybody hated their system before they switched over. So, what the hell are they supposed to do? Literally, what are they supposed to do? You guys hated their system before, and now you hate their system now. Okay, no. If they would have gotten rid of their seating thing, but kept the 2 free check bags, I would have understood. But since they got rid of the bags, it makes sense. In India, people are okay with exchanging seats. Well, yeah, see, that's not America, though. That's India. Whoa, turbulence, man. Your spirit is indigo in India. I think so, too. I guess it's not so much the system itself, or people absolutely do not know how a line works. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, that's true. I can understand that part. Indigo, isn't it? Isn't Air India in like a bunch of trouble or something because Indigo's taking over the market? A lot of turbulence as we're coming in. There's approach mode. What are you doing, you crazy cat? Crazy cat. All right, we're gonna go flaps 1. Ooh. Good wing flex too. Did they update this plane? The wing flex of the rattle sounds are amazing. Getting rid of the seating thing, keeping the free check bags is what they thought they were going to do initially. I thought so too. I think that's what they were planning on doing. I don't know why they got rid of it. We overshot it a lot. Flaps 2. Where's that flaps 5? Oh, okay, straight to flaps 5, I guess. No, Air India is good. It also has a partner called Vistara, which is damn good. I think I've heard of Vistara before. They introduced the new 6E, which is shit and costs $100. Is that like a seat or something? Alright, speed really got to come down here. Make 10. Not sure I get what you're getting at here, but okay. Oh, right, the ILS, yes, I know drag is required. 110.3. 110. No, hold on. Switch over. 11030. Here we go. Beautiful. Go ahead. Flaps 10. Lowering flaps 1 by 1. Speed brake can come back in. Business class. Flaps How early do all of you guys get to your flights? We usually get, because, actually, hold on, this actually reminds me, I gotta tell my mom something. I think in general, for like big airports, you gotta get there 3 hours in advance. And also, you know, you gotta, nah, honestly, 4 hours is way too much. Even 3 hours can sometimes be a lot. I think 3 hours is like the max. You gotta always be on time for an airport. Flaps 15. Speed, check. 143 is our landing speed. Gear down. Jeez, wow. Alright. Flaps 25. Speed check. Let's check our FPS real quickly. We're at 40 FPS during approach. Very nice. Should we land with this thing or not? Traffic is hell in India. I just broke my leg in an accident. Oh man, wish you full recovery. Alright, alright, we got the glide slope and the localizer. Personally, if I'm not walking into the airport at least 2 hours before departure, yeah, that makes sense. I think 2 hours is the minimum and 3 hours is the max. Alright, we're gonna go flaps 35. Speed check. Go 143 landing speed. We're going to open up the program we use for landing. Don't know ATC in Tampa? No ATC in Tampa. Go around altitude is 2,000. And go around heading is 160. Pretty windy in Tampa right now. Lights are all on. Seatbelts are on. Flaps full. And spoilers armed. What just happened? Spoilers armed. Alright. Are we ready, guys? Landed. Autopilot. Oscars for that. Hey Nate, I'm Nick actually. Nate doesn't really appear on this channel too much anymore. All right, flaps full. I'm not gonna have replay open because it's just too much trouble for me. Auto throttle. My airplane completely. Little to the right. This wind is kicking me like insane. You're good, man. All right, let's land this. No, let's land this aircraft.
Sync rate.
Shut up.
Sync rate.
This wind is treacherous. Wind's changed apparently.
100. 50. 30. 10.
Come on, touch it. Don't float it. Don't float it. We'll take it. Reversers. We'll take it. It was a float, but we'll take it. Reversers off. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Tampa. We're gonna go ahead and turn the next one over. So FPS, pretty moderate here. Lights come off. Engine modes come off. Actually, no, we'll keep this on here for now. Flaps. Good enough. I'd say that went pretty well, actually. Let's go ahead. Take a look at, Bags don't even know we've landed. Dang, that was smooth. Kind of floated it, but I think I kind of saved it with the last minute flare. This is the runway. Nobody on here. We're gonna turn the lights on just for runway crossing. That's how we do. That's how I do it here. Let's take a look. Flaps clean and retracting. Crossing the runway. TCAT stays on. We'll turn the APU on. These lights can come off. And strobes can come to steady. Clock stops. We're just on time. Don't use cockpit view now. Oh, look at that, man. Welcome to Tampa, guys. What a flight. What a landing, too. The approach was windy. What the heck? Oh, you know what? Now I wish I had replay on. Now I do wish I did. Alright, subtract like a minute because I forgot to turn this off. 2 hours 14. We are 4 minutes early on airtime. Kitty's sleeping. Next time I think it should do United SNA. What's SNA again? John Wayne to O'Hare. That's a 4-hour flight. Let's see. I think the longest I've done was 3.5. No, I've done Vegas to Chicago before. You know what? Maybe we should do that sometime. We'll do United Airlines. Should we do Boeing or no? Actually, we'll do Boeing for that. Let's go ahead and select our gate. We said 45. Downtown airport. Yeah, I figured. I have to look it up. How do you feel about San Diego? Give it a little juices first. That sounds amazing. I've been on it in real life in IRL before. Where is Santa Ana? Somebody. Was it the Charlie Gates? San Diego. San Diego's okay. I think I can most definitely. I've done Vegas. So off stream, I know I've done Vegas to San Diego. But so I've done Vegas to O'Hare before, but that was a really long flight. Like I was done by like 12. I think I should be able to do the. Hold on. Okay. So what gates? The Charlie 45? Yes, Charlie 45 it is. No, I know exactly where it is. We're doing Southwest. We're Southwest Airlines. Here we go. Alright. So, alright, San Diego to O'Hare. That sounds like a really fun flight. That actually does sound really nice. I'll do. Do they fly a 737 for that? Because I actually do like this old 737 United livery. No, not even the new one. I like the old one, like the Continental looking livery. That one's really nice. What about O'Hare to Chicago Midway? I mean, come on, man, really. We're gonna take it here. I could probably do that in like a Twin Otter or something, or a Cessna Caravan. But before we get anywhere near here, we gotta turn off all of these radar stuff. Gotta reset the barrow. And center line. What else? What else? Clock is still running. We're gonna make sure to stop that as soon as we can. A380 literally have no physics in MSFS 2020 or 2024. Yeah, that's the reason I tried it out, and it was laggy, and the flight model was horrible, so I just deleted it. Whatever you want to do. I mean, you suggested Santa Ana, so I took it off from San Bartholomew. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I mean, listen, man, Santa Ana is pretty much the same thing as San Diego. I would rather do San Diego because I actually have that scenery, and maybe if I do LA, no, LA to Chicago is a little boring. I think either Vegas O'Hare is also pretty fun, but no, you know what? I can do San Diego definitely. Well, that's pretty cool. All right, pulling into the gate here. Gotta remember to turn off that clock when we can. Which one's 45? What about a 747? I don't really have a 747 in this game. There is Okay, that was an accident. There is one good one, the Salty 747, but I don't know how I feel about that one. Okay, here we go. We gotta take it slow. Take it slow. Come on. San Diego to Chicago O'Hare is good. Yeah, but I can do like a 737-800 with the old United livery. That would be really, really nice. All right, here we go. Let's park it nice and straight. Here we go. Slow down as we go. With a little juice. We'll take that. Parking brake. Stop the clock. Engines. Oh, we'll definitely take that. APU can come on. Packs can come on. Turn off the anti-collision light. Seat belts. Get deboarding up here. That was beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, that is gorgeous. Perfectly on the line. All right, we'll do 43 next time because there's not as much. Let's take a look out of the windows because the windows is what I want to see. 747 is one of the jets that keeps X-Plane installed for me. The Fearless 747 is just a chef's kiss. I don't have X-Plane. I do know that there. Oh, PMDG is working on a 747. Oh no, that's gonna be 2024 only. Oh yeah, let's get some ground power in here. These lights, I forgot to turn these lights off. These can come off. These can come off, except this one. Keep that one on for now. This can come off. Yaw damper can come off. And that's it. Welcome to Tampa, everybody. What a flight. Windy arrival. Hold on. Still spinning. By the way, these trams, these are amazing. Tampa, I follow Tampa on Instagram for no random reason. They got new trams. They look amazing, though. I can't wait to ride them next time I go to Tampa. That was somebody's ass. I want to see what this looks like. Yo, that's so sick. I love Tampa so much. Evan Air, if you're here, no bumps here. So, 2 hours, 15 minutes in the air. We were supposed to be 2 hours, 18, nice and early. And then 2 hours, 32, gate to gate. We're supposed to be 2 hours, 46. So, we're about 15 minutes early. We will take it. Definitely take it. Go ahead and clear all this. Clear all this. We can go here. Actually, hold on. No, we need to set the chocks. Oh no, it's already set. Okay. Pit power, very nice. Jetways connected. I'm so happy I didn't leave my camera in Midway. That would have been horrible. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Tampa. Actually, hold on. I want to do one quick thing. FPS check. Nope, wrong thing. Hold on. Wait. FPS check. 30 FPS on the ground. 20 engine sight. 25. Busy airport. Lot of things going on here. At least frame generation looks amazing. Whoever runs Tampa social media is an absolute legend. Have you seen what they posted? I don't know if you follow hockey, but the Florida Panthers eliminated the Tampa Bay Lightning. Florida Panthers, they're down in Sunrise, Florida. It's about 30 minutes west of Fort Lauderdale. Personally, my favorites to win the cup this year. I think they might. I think they're gonna two-peat because they won last year against Edmonton. I think they're gonna two-peat this year. Florida eliminated Tampa 2 days ago on Thursday night, and Friday morning yesterday morning, Thursday morning, Tampa Airport tweeted, "Good morning to everyone except the Florida Panthers." I love Florida account. Honestly, all these like social media managers are amazing. I love people who manage. Okay, so ultimate FPS test, we got determined that frame generation is worthy enough for a kiss. We know that. We can go ahead and exit developer mode because this bar bugs me. I gotta go to class. See ya. Yep, we're just about to wrap everything up here as well. You have a good day, Oscar. You'll definitely see if I do a San Diego to O'Hare flight. It will be soon, I promise. That is actually a good request. It's gonna be a long haul. X-Plane 11 for $9 and X-Plane 12 for 35. Seriously? Dang. That's actually okay. One more thing. We forgot to check out how good our landing was. You guys ready to see? We got a negative 138 in our landing. Oh, that's amazing. I am actually so sad that I'm sorry. I forgot to. I didn't record replay. I probably should have done that. Negative 138. Do you use auto FPS? No. I have Nvidia Frame Gen running. Frame Gen, and I have DLSS 3 on auto. Dude, that landing was... I actually thought I kind of butchered that landing because we floated and kind of slammed it down, but no, that actually was a lot better than I thought. I seriously regret not having replay now. I'll do it next time, 100% with replay. Speaking of next time, that flight that Oscars for that suggested, definitely a must do. I'm gonna do that sometime in the future, 100%. That it's actually a very good flight, San Diego to O'Hare. Next week is probably gonna be back in the Airbus. I don't know. I feel like I wanna try the 4060 out with the Airbus. So next week, if I'm not I don't think I'm gonna be out of town for the next month or so. So back in the air. So we're gonna be back in the Airbus next time. Don't know what to do. What kind of flight to do yet? Maybe we should do like something having to do with the East Coast. We haven't done that in like a pretty long time. Or we could do something O'Hare related. Oh no, we could do like Mexico to Atlanta or something. That could be fun. Either way, we'll see you guys on next week, whatever it may be. Until then, I hope you guys all have a wonderful day. Hope you guys have a good weekend. And I'll see you guys all next time. Later.